Let me guess, you started your business, you set up an LLC, and now you're wondering if you did it right. Or maybe you're in real estate and you have everything under your personal name and you're hoping that nothing goes wrong. Or even worse, you're already running an extremely successful business and you don't even know if you have the right entity. Using the wrong LLC can cost you thousands, not only in taxes, but in state applications, but can also leave you extremely exposed to any liability. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the most common types of LLCs for business owners and real estate investors, and I'll show you what each of them is for, who it's not for, and when you need to upgrade to the next one so that you have a peace of mind. Hi, I'm Anna. I am a licensed CPA and a tax strategist, and I help business owners and real estate investors pay little taxes legally and help them build their wealth. One of the biggest mistakes I see is people literally Googling how to create an LLC, and whatever ChatGPT does, they go ahead and create it. There is no strategy, there is no planning, and they don't even know if it actually protects their assets. So that's why I created this video, so that you understand which LLC structure fits your situation without wasting money or overpaying the IRS. Let's walk through the most common LLCs that I review with my clients on a weekly basis, and I'll also give you some tax tips at the end. Now, this is not legal advice and you should contact your attorney. This is just me breaking it down in simplest terms what type of LLC you should be having. Let's start with an easy one, which is a single member LLC. Let's start with a single member LLC if you own rentals only. A single member LLC gives you liability protection as long as you do it correctly, and it keeps your personal assets from your investment properties separate. It flows through your Schedule E, and it is actually pretty simple to manage. For those who love Wyoming and are creating LLCs in Wyoming for no reason, I love it, don't get me wrong, but your LLC should be registered in the state that your property is in. If you get sued, nobody cares that your LLC in Wyoming has your beautiful LLC holding real estate. What they're going to look at is, well, your property is in Florida. Why isn't your LLC registered in Florida? So talk to an attorney before you do it on your own. Let's stick still with the single member LLC, but now let's say this is for your operating business. So this is great for freelancers, side hustlers, or maybe you just started your business. It gives you some sort of legal protection and gives you an LLC. But if you did not know, you are still taxed a 15.3% self-employment tax on your net earnings. That is on top of your ordinary tax that you have whether you're married and all of the other income from that person. So if you're just starting a business, a single member LLC is great. Now, let's say that your side hustle became extremely successful and you are now netting over $50,000, meaning after all expenses, you have $50,000 left. This is when you should start thinking about an S-Corp. Here's the difference between a single member LLC and a single member LLC taxed as an S-Corp. As a single member LLC, all of the profits will be taxed at 15.3%. But as an S-Corp owner, you are now only going to be taxed on the W-2 that you give to yourself from that S-Corp. Yes, the requirements are you need to pay reasonable compensation to any member who owns 2% or more of the S corporation and is active in the business. So let's say, for example, you are netting $200,000 on your roofing business. You should be paying a W-2 to yourself, and that is what you pay 15.3%. The rest will not be subject to that 15.3%. Instead, it will just be added to your ordinary income tax. Now, here's a tax tip for you. If you did not hear anything I say, listen to this. You should never, ever, ever, and I mean never, hold any real estate in an S-Corp. Let's move on to a multi-member LLC, or what I like to call a partnership. This one is for anyone with a partner. This could be your spouse, your friend, your investor, your mother. Trust me, anyone you decide to go into business with. Because here's the thing, I've seen it. Brothers and sisters, they love each other and they want to start a business until guess what? One has a baby, the baby mama hates the other girl, and they want to take everything. I'm not lying. These are real life case scenarios. So if you decide to go into business with anyone else, create a partnership, okay? You need to have a partnership agreement. This is literally the Bible of that business. What happens if one person dies, one person doesn't like each other? This will tell you exactly what to do. Now, should you have a partnership with your spouse? That question is going to depend by state and your liability that you're looking for. I had a client who came to us from California who was married, who had 15 partnership returns for each property that they had. Now let's do the math really quick, okay? California charges an $800 fee per LLC. So just in California fees, that's $12,000 in state fees that she was giving out to, California. In tax preparation fees, it would have been about $36,000, all because she did it on LegalZoom. So be careful with partnerships with your spouse. What you can do actually when you have multiple properties is what we call the Series LLCs, which is what I'm going to talk about next. Now, not all states allow Series LLCs, but let me tell you how this works and how our clients are using this. You do establish a holding company in a state like Wyoming, but then let's say you have 10 different properties. Let's say 2 of those properties are worth $200,000. 5 of those are worth $500,000, and then 3 of those are worth over $1 million. What a Series LLC will do for you is you will have one LLC that will cover all of the $200,000 ones, one LLC that covers everything over $1 million. So that means you don't have an LLC for every single property, but instead you sort of weigh out which properties, okay, if I get sued, they are all the same equity, I'm good to go. That is something that most of our advanced real estate investors do have. Now, also, you have to check with your state again because not all states allow Series LLCs. Now, let me give you a bonus LLC that wealthy people are using and is making them a lot of money and having to pay almost no taxes on this if you have a Roth IRA. Now, if you have no idea what a self-directed Roth IRA is, I've created a video of this guy who has a self-directed Roth IRA who's not going to pay any taxes on up to $5 billion with a B, dollars in his IRA, okay? So once you figure out what a self-directed IRA is, what you do, these companies will give you a Checkbook LLC IRA, okay? I don't know if that's a technical term or not, but that's how I use it. And what this allows you to do is to run your self-directed IRA on your own. That means that if you have to cut a check to the contractor or if you have to cut a check to the cleaning person, you can do it within that LLC. You don't have to ask the third party to do it for you. But you still need to make sure that all of the money goes back into the IRA because you cannot touch that money. So let's do a quick recap really quick. We talked about single member LLCs for real estate investors and single member LLCs for business owners. We told you exactly what threshold you should look into becoming an S-Corp. We talked about partnerships, okay? We also talked about Series LLCs when you have a lot of investment properties. And of course, we talked about the bonus LLC that wealthy people are using, which is called your Checkbook Self-Directed IRA LLC. Now, if after this video, you're still sitting there wondering which LLC type is best for you, and you want to get this done right the first time with no mistakes, book a call with my team. We'll look at your entire situation and get you set up properly before tax season. Planning now saves you more money than acting later. So if this video helped you, make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe. I post weekly tax strategies, you guys, to help small business owners and real estate investors pay little to no taxes legally and create massive wealth for their family. And as always, this is not tax advice, just information to help you make smarter decisions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.